Here are 3 reasons that you're afraid to go no contact with your ex after the breakup, and why you're wrong and why you should go no contact anyway. You're scared to go in no contact with your ex after the breakup for these 3 reasons. Number 1, you're afraid that they're going to forget about you as you're not talking to them. Number 2, you think that somebody else is going to swoop in and scoop them up while you're gone, and you don't want to give somebody else that opportunity, so you're scared to go no contact. And number 3, you think that you're communicating to them that you're abandoning them and that you're not here for them by going no contact. Now, because you're aware of the danger from these 3 fears, you're absolutely shooting yourself in the foot because you're not going no contact, which is the exact thing that's going to actually bring them back. Number 1, your ex is not going to forget about you. The breakup was sort of recent between you two, most likely, and you have all these memories, and so do they, and you are their most recent emotional connection. And think about how much you're thinking about them. Maybe because they broke up with you, they're not thinking about you quite as much, but I promise you, they will not forget you after this breakup. This is going to be evidenced in little ways, like them watching your stories, them talking to your friends, them blocking and unblocking you, them asking to get their stuff. Like, all these little things can happen, and it shows that you're still in their brain. Now, with regard to somebody else swooping in and scooping them up, okay, number 1, it takes a lot of intentionality to find somebody that's a good match for your life. So even if they move to a rebound and it happens like that, I promise you, most rebounds fizzle out within the first 3 months. Okay, so that person's going to chase too hard or do something to turn them off, or vice versa. Okay, and the likelihood of them finding the next love of their life, took me 1.5 years of intentional dating to find mine. Okay, the likelihood that happens right after your breakup is almost 0%. Furthermore, if you follow the advice of my videos, you're going to be able to stand out versus that other person. Now, lastly, you also shouldn't be worried about abandoning them. And here's why. During the breakup, you told them all the reasons why you didn't think that you should break up. You argued for your position. You tried to logic it out, most likely. You probably apologized for everything under the sun, to include long messages. You might have even written them a letter. You might have even shown up unannounced at their work or something, anything that you could have done to communicate that you didn't want this and that you were there. I promise that you've gone over the top in terms of letting them know what you want. Okay, they know what you want, and if they think that they're actually going to lose you, that you might actually be abandoning them by moving on to somebody else, or having a different direction in your life, which is exactly what no contact accomplishes. If they think that, they will come back and double check with you, or even ask you to get back together. So you can see how instrumental no contact is just for that point alone. Now, if you're still nervous, even after all this, click on my profile, click this link down here, and get in contact with me. Let's have a talk about your exact situation, and I give you some advice on what to do next.